Souls-like games don't have to be in 3D to break your spirit. Some of the most brutal, rewarding and beautifully crafted challenges are lurking in 2D worlds, and they're not messing around. In this video, I'm counting down my top 5 2D Souls-like games you have to play. Whether you're into pixelated punishment or dark fantasy despair, these are the games that capture that iconic Souls-like magic with their own unique twists. At number 5 we have Grime. Grime is a surreal, action-packed 2D Souls-like where you don't just kill enemies, you absorb them to become stronger. It's not just a gimmick. The core mechanic, called Absorb, ties directly into the game's progression system. Instead of collecting traditional experience points, you absorb certain enemies mid-fight, adding new abilities or upgrading your traits. The world feels like a living sculpture, twisted, shifting and built from abstract forms that seem to breathe and bleed. It's as if the environment was carved from someone's nightmares and brought to life. Everything is dripping with atmosphere, from grotesque enemy designs to the way the landscape seems to warp around you. What makes Grime really special is how it combines fast-paced combat with genuinely unnerving world design. You're not just exploring a map, you're descending into a philosophical abyss where everything, including you, is in flux. If you want a Souls-like that feels utterly alien but still delivers on the weighty combat and punishing boss fights, this one's a must. At number 4 we have Ender Lilies. Don't let this beauty fool you. Ender Lilies is emotionally crushing as it is mechanically tight. You play as Lily, a silent princess in a decaying world where everything good has turned monstrous. Instead of wielding weapons yourself, you summon the spirits of fallen knights and enemies to fight for you, each with distinct abilities and attack styles. Combat is fluid, responsive and often breathtaking. The more spirits you unlock, the more you can customize your playstyle, from heavy tank-like swings to quick ranged bursts. It's like building your own arsenal of ghostly allies. But what really makes Ender Lily stand out is its atmosphere. Every step through its flooded cathedrals, broken villages and rain-soaked ruins carries emotional weight. And the music? It's haunting, more like a sorrowful lullaby than a game soundtrack. This is a Souls-like that doesn't rely on horror or rage. It gets you with beauty, loss and quiet strength. At number 3 we have The Last Faith. Visually stunning, brutally hard and dripping in gothic style. The Last Faith feels like the unholy love child of Castlevania and Bloodborne. You take on the role of Eric, a man cursed with amnesia and plagued by visions. The game thrusts you into a dark, cursed world filled with cathedrals, cultists and horrifying beasts. It's unapologetically violent and drenched in religious iconography. The combat is tight and vicious. You wield everything from swords and hammers to pistols and elemental magic, and enemies don't give you room to breathe. Timing is everything. Dodge wrong or mistime a counter and you're toast. The level design is dense and interconnected. Every area is filled with secrets, shortcuts and hidden bosses, encouraging thorough exploration. And the lore, while subtle, hints at forbidden rituals, ancient power and the crumbling remnants of civilization. If you love your Souls-like with a touch of Victorian horror and a healthy dose of blood-stained walls, The Last Faith is essential. At number 2 we have Nine Souls. Nine Souls is unlike anything else on this list. It combines fast-paced 2D action with the precision parrying of Sekiro. Set in a sci-fi world inspired by East Asian mythology, you play as Yi, a vengeful warrior awakened from slumber to dismantle the gods known as the Souls, who betrayed humanity. The combat is sharp, kinetic and completely focused on the deflection mechanic. You don't block damage, you return it. Every slash you parry builds momentum for devastating counterattacks. Mastering the rhythm is vital, and once it clicks, the game feels like an elegant dance of steel and light. Visually, Nine Souls is jaw-dropping. The animations are fluid, hand-drawn and explosive during boss encounters. The world building is also top tier, with themes of rebellion, divinity and ancient technology colliding in a way that feels fresh but deeply rooted in myth. If you want a Souls-like where success feels earned through skill, not stats, this is it. And topping the list at number 1 is Blasphemous, and its refined sequel, Blasphemous 2. These games are infamous for their punishing combat, Catholic-inspired horror, and relentlessly grim aesthetic. You play as the penitent one, a silent figure on a pilgrimage through a world twisted by sin, guilt, and divine torment. In Blasphemous, everything from the background art to the enemy design screams suffering. The pixel art is so detailed, it feels like a Renaissance painting soaked in blood. Bosses aren't just hard, they're grotesque symbols of corrupted faith. And your reward for surviving? Lore so dense and poetic, it could be scripture. Blasphemous 2 builds on everything the original did right, adding smoother controls, multiple weapon types, deeper platforming, and a better upgrade system. The sequel doesn't replace the original, it completes it. These are the definitive 2D Souls-like experiences. Challenging, symbolic, artistic, and unapologetically brutal. If you can only play one game on this list, make it these. So there you have it, 5 incredible 2D Souls-like games that capture everything I love about the genre. Tight combat, deep lore, and worlds you'll lose yourself in, or get lost trying to escape from. So which of these games have you played? Did I miss one of your favourites? Let me know in the comments below, and if you want more videos like this, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and remember, in 2D, nobody can hear you rage quit.